Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Christopher Aaron. This is the iGold Advisor channel. It is November 21st, 2024, and we are going to have a gold price alert. There is a very important support level that I am watching that I want you to be aware of for gold that should impact it now over the next several months. We will look at that today. And then I want to update you in the second part of this video on what is happening in Providence Gold. This is a company that I mentioned 2 months ago, and it has tripled in price in 2 months. So we will look at that after we check in with the gold price. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when these free videos come out on YouTube. If you like this kind of video and you'd like to give it a thumbs up, I really appreciate that. It helps out our channel here on YouTube, so that's very meaningful to me. Last but not least, make sure to follow our free accounts on Twitter or X at iGlobalGold. Some weeks I post there updates for free that are quicker than these videos that you see here. All that at iGlobalGold. Let's check out the support level that I'm looking at for gold right now, our legal disclaimer. And we go. So here is the 5-year perspective on gold. Look right over here. Look where my mouse is. Notice this trend starting from the peaks in April. This trend, this point right here. And notice that after the market broke higher in July, it came back, it retested that trend. Of course, we are talking about the blue, the primary trend, but it's a dashed line, so it's a short-term trend right here. Notice the support there coming in just below 2,500. This move higher. Retrace, and where did the support come? Just a hair. Do you see where my mouse is? Just a hair away from this trend that goes all the way back to April. So clearly the market is respecting this former trend here in the light dashed blue color. The other technical level that the market is respecting is shown right here in the silver shading. And that's at 25.18 in the spot market. And that is the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement of what? The entire move from the breakout, very clear breakout, 1, 2, 3, 4, broke out, impulsive breakout back in March. The 38.2% Fibonacci retracement of the entire breakout so far matches precisely, actually just a couple dollars away now, but last week it was precisely, can you see this, at the same level as this broken trend, this dashed blue trend? So anytime we have two specific support levels that match, it makes it an even stronger support in technical analysis because you have technical-based traders that are going to show up on both levels, and you combine those two, and boom, look at the bounce that we've seen here, over $100 higher from last week, following the bounce at that level. So if I were to define this level, I'm going to put it in two colors to remind you that one level is 25.18, and that comes from here, the silver Fibonacci retracement. And then the blue is this light shaded, this light dashed color right here up at 25.35. So we have a little bit of a zone of support now. It's about a $20 zone of support. And this is what I'm looking at for gold going forward. Now, if gold can hold this level of support between 25.18 and 25.35, it will mean that gold is still in this rather steep rising channel that began all the way back here at the lows from 2023. We would still be in this very nice rising channel, and then we would expect to see the recent peaks here around 2,800. We would expect that to be taken out here within the next 6 months. So the support test that happens here at 25.18 to 25.35 is very important. The ideal scenario would see some consolidation in this zone, maybe a sort of a wide $150 or $200 consolidation before support holds and we get ready to round up and take out this peak as we talk about the first part of 2025. So this is the look at gold. Now, if we look at what's happened here, let's call it over the last 2 months, right? As a net sum over the last 2 months, yes, gold went higher, then lower, and now it's recovering, right? But over the last 2 months, we can see that the price of gold has been flat. Can you see that as a net sum? It's been this volatile type of price action, but over the last 2 months, it's been flat. And here's what we're looking at for the support. Now, think about this. The price of gold has been flat for the last 2 months. And if I go back to the update that we released exactly 2 months ago, look at the date here, September 26th, 2024. And we talk about this gold mining company that I was discussing here on YouTube. Don't believe me? Go back and watch the free video. 2 months ago, I was talking about Providence Gold, and I was saying that it was trading at 11.5 cents per share. Gold is flat over the last 2 months. We just looked at that. Let's fast forward Providence to today. Boom, there it is. Higher by 250% in 2 months. It's now trading at 28 cents per share. It was trading at 11 cents per share when I last discussed this company in September. So, if the price action in gold has been a little bit boring for you, it has not been boring for us here in this company called Providence Gold. And guys, the news that is coming out of Providence is extremely exciting. They're making a new discovery right now as we are speaking of visible gold below the previously known deposit. And so this deposit could be much larger than they have ever previously estimated. Remember, the previous estimates average out to 2.2 million ounces of gold. They could blow that out of the water. And we are still waiting for the assay results to come back from the drill program. They are currently doing the drill program right now as we speak. And the company is already 250% higher in the last 2 months. So congratulations if you bought with us 2 months ago. This is the type of thing that we do in our premium service called Precious Metals Intelligence Plus. So here you received one of our picks for free, but we have a total of 10 of these companies that we are focusing on that all have the potential to do this type of thing. So if you missed this one, you want to join us in Precious Metals Intelligence Plus to learn about the other companies that have the potential to do this. Now on Providence, I will tell you, I think this could still go a lot higher. Once we take out these peaks up here around 38 cents, there is no known resistance on this chart whatsoever. And it could be blue sky territory after that. Remember, they're still doing the drilling program here. So this entire move is based on the initial results in which they already reported the visible gold below the previously known deposit. Then they release their assays, and then they're going to do the studies on the assays, and then they're going to be doing a much larger drill program in the spring of 2025. So if gold can just consolidate here, remember what we talked about with gold, if it can just move sideways here for the next few months, this is a perfect backdrop for Providence to be doing all of their studies on the flagship project. Remember, check out Precious Metals Intelligence Plus because that's where we talk about companies like this every single week, and you do not want to miss what is going to be happening here with Providence. So, very interesting time that we're living through. If you would like to join us, we cover companies like this. But not only one, we cover all the companies that we are investing in. That service is called Precious Metals Intelligence Plus. You receive weekly premium videos just like you've seen here today. but much more in depth. Not only do we cover physical gold and one of the companies in our portfolio, we cover physical silver, Bitcoin. By the way, we have a higher target for Bitcoin. That has already gone out to our premium members. We cover the US stock market, the currency markets, as well as all of the companies that we are investing in here, including every update that comes out on Providence Gold. If you would like to join us to get even more profit, remember when I mentioned it publicly, Providence was trading at 11.5 cents. But in our elite private placement service, we bought Providence at 8 cents. And so that's why we're up even more in the private placement on that company compared to buying the same shares in the open market. Our next private placement should be available here coming in December. So if you missed the last one with Providence, I still think that there's a chance to buy some shares in the open market if you don't have a position. But you should definitely save some funds for the next private placement that we have, because that's how you will be getting the even greater leverage, because you get the free warrants, remember, with every single investment that you make. That's how you get the additional upside. Remember, you also get a free subscription to our flagship service if you join us in the elite private placements. If you have individual companies or individual holdings in gold and silver bullion that you would like to get my educated, independently researched perspective on, you can book a 30 or 60-minute consultation at your convenience on our website. And we simply sit down just like we're doing right now, except as opposed to showing you what I'm doing with my money, I give you my educated opinion on what you are doing with your money. That could be very different. Perhaps for you, you own a significant portion of physical gold and silver, and you're thinking about putting some into the mining sector. We can talk about that. Perhaps you already own a number of miners, and you're thinking about trimming some of them. Perhaps you're thinking about selling some gold and moving into silver. I'm not so sure yet that this is the moment that silver is ready to catch up, but we'll talk about that independently. Thank you for tuning in to this update. Remember, gold has that support at 2,518. That's very good to see. If that can hold, it tells me that gold could be moving a lot higher as we get into the beginning part of 2025. And then watch very closely what happens here with Providence over the next several weeks as they get closer and closer to releasing the assay results from that first ever drill program below the previous estimates.